everybody. It's Dan Cato, Global Ambassador, and I'm reaching you from South Florida in the United States, here on the shores of Miami, actually just north of the city of Miami. And it's a glorious, glorious day here in South Florida, and a fantastic, beautiful, glorious day around our NHT world. It's an exciting time of year. We have just wrapped up, as we all know, a very interesting year, 2021. 2022, in looking out on the horizon, Joe and I have been going back and forth with this incredible leadership that we've got on this call here today, about what we've got in front of us, what we've got to look forward to. And I believe the most important thing, what are the things that we should do to make a lot of those things happen in terms of goals and dreams. And, you know, we, again, gang, we have come off a very, very, very interesting year, and particularly the last part of 2020. But I'm going to address that. I know Joe will as well later on in this call. Joe's got a lot of very, very important information to share with you, no matter where you are in the NHT world. We have got on this call today north of 60 countries being that are part of this call, but we've got our top global ambassadors on this call, and we've got our top leadership from every single country and every market that we have around the world. So it's a very, very special call from that standpoint. So we're going to get started. We're going to move along fairly quickly here. We've got, as I said, NHT's finest on this call, and the first leader that we're going to hear from is the top leader. It's a couple that we have down in South America, in the very first country that we've opened down there, which is Peru. We're connecting with Lima, Peru. There's so many exciting things that are happening in South America because we've got new countries that are opening later on this year in South America that you're going to be hearing about very shortly. But the top highest ranking distributors and leaders that we have in Peru are on this call. They're dear friends, personal friends. I love them both. They're going to take a few minutes here to share with you what they're going to be doing in 2022. So with that, Kazoo, Gladys, rank 6 down there in Lima, Peru. The call is over to you.
Sí, muchas gracias. Sí, lo había entendido. Adelante.
Hola, soy Gladys Moromisato y les envío cariñosos saludos a toda la gran familia NHT Global en el mundo.
Bueno, my name is Gladys, and I'm sending to all of you a great greetings for the great family of NHT.
Y mis deseos de un feliz y exitoso año 2022.
And of course, I wish you all a happy 2022 for everyone with a lot of success.
Mi meta personal para este año es apoyar a que más personas califiquen a su rango deseado.
For me, this year, I have a goal to help a lot of people to reach the rank that they are desire.
Y que todo el equipo siga creciendo con solidez.
So in this case, the whole team could grow with a great force and reach new levels.
Un abrazo muy grande para todos.
I send you all a great hug for everyone today.
Hola, soy Kazumi Ike y les saludamos desde Lima, Perú.
Hello to everyone, and now my name is Kazu, and I'm sending all of you greetings as well from Peru, Lima.
Me uno a los deseos de mi esposa de un 2022 lleno de mucho amor, fe, esperanza y de grandes metas de sueños logrados.
I'm joining the wishes of my wife that said just right now to you a great 2022 for each of us, for each of you. And I also want to wish Apart from this, a lot of love, a lot of faith and hope, and of course to everyone to reach their goals, which is most important.
Mi meta personal para este año es hacer realidad dos mercados nuevos, Bolivia y Colombia.
Well, my personal goal for this year is to make two markets really success, to reach success in two markets, which is Bolivia y Colombia.
Hacer que NHT Global esté presente en forma oficial en estos dos países cambiará la vida de miles de personas.
Because I believe that if the company will be present in these markets officially, that will change a life of a lot of people who live in these countries.
Y la meta para nuestro equipo es consolidar nuestro crecimiento en el Perú, convirtiendo nuestra empresa en una de las más grandes de este mercado.
And of course, the goal for our team is to consolidate our growth in Peru, making our country one of the largest in this market, particularly.
Esto solamente se logrará con nuevos rangos asociado, líder, líder grupal, líder senior y directores.
And of course, we are conscious that this will only be possible if the new ranks will be achieved, such as rank associate, leader, group leader, senior leader, and director.
Este 2022 trabajaremos para que muchos más logren sus rangos.
And because of this, we are going to work very hard in 2022 to make sure that more people reach their ranks.
Un abrazo muy grande a todos, un saludo cordial. Nos vemos pronto.
Chao.
Chao.
So I send a great hug to everyone on this call and have a nice and successful 2022, each of you. Thank you very much.
Okay, Paulina, thank you very, very much for that. And just to introduce Paulina to all of you here today, she'll be doing the translation for the Spanish as well as our Russian speaker that we'll have here today. Gadu, Gladys, thank you so much for that. And gang, we're going to move this along to our next speaker, which is a global ambassador. And just before I introduce Molly officially, we have to, from a compliance standpoint, just to share with all of our listeners, again, from a compliance standpoint, that we don't make any product claims that our products will cure or heal. We just present these incredible products to all of you that we get great results. We're very happy with these products, but from a compliance standpoint, we have to present that and also that there will be no income statements or income testimonials or even lifestyle. We have to be very sensitive to that from a compliance standpoint, not just locally here in North America, but globally as well. And we need to respect that because we are a publicly traded company. But obviously, we've had tremendous results as a company, being around now for over 20 years, doing over $2 billion in sales and having ambassadors literally around the world. This model, this system, this whole program that we have is not just surviving through a pandemic, but thriving through a global pandemic. And one of the great reasons we've got that is our next speaker, one of the top ambassadors that we have around the world, Molly. And Molly is in Vancouver, Canada. So Molly, over to you.
我的 NHT 事业2022年的规划目标。大家都知道，由于疫情的原因，我们的事业受到了很大程度的影响。但是我们坚信，2022将不一样。随着疫情的临近结束，我相信我们的 NHT 事业必定会迎来一个新的 发展阶段，我和我的团队一定紧紧的配合公司的各类促销计划、各类旅游计划，动员更多的积极的领袖去拿到公司给大家制定的各种计划和指标，赢得更多的奖励。同时，我们也要鼓励更多的人有机会去纳斯达克再股桥中，也动员更多的领袖们能够实现各阶段的目标，跟公司和各地的领袖一起去实现留学的目标。我相信，尽管有了疫情的严重影响，但世界各地的人民对 NHT 产品的热爱却越来越强。人们因为疫情反而更加注重了家人的身体健康的保护，也愿意用上我们最高品质的产品，来让家人健康得以保障。同时，由于对传统经济的重创，也更加清醒地提醒人们，要创造被动收入，要诞生社群收入，要产生互联网收入，所以就会有各界的人才是一种。正因为这一点，我们才更加的需要我们在系统、专业和敬业。所以在新的一年即将到来的时刻，我在这里衷心的祝福我们所有的家人，一定要紧紧盯住您的目标，完成在目标中所实现的每个梦想。艰难的2021年马上就要过去，辉煌灿烂的2022年即将到来。在这里，我也衷心的祝福我们的家人，心中充满梦想，工作紧盯目标，生活快乐，生活幸福，生活美满。因为你有 NHT 事业，您的人生并和其他人不一样。所以，请大家认真学习我们的各种产品的知识，认真学习各个阶段的系统文化，认真的来执行你的领导人为你制定的各项目标和计划。相信2022年你一定会收获满满。愿我们在接下来每一次公司组织的国际旅游以及国际会议上能够见到大家。谢谢，祝您新年愉快。再见。
And thank you for that, Molly. Thank you very, very much. We're going to move this right along and head down into Mexico. The top rank leader that we have in Mexico, where I believe in Mexico City, the great Oscar Milo. Oscar, are you with us?
Oscar, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, buenos días. Gracias por darme la oportunidad de poder compartir con ustedes este momento.
Hello to everyone, and thank you for giving me these opportunities to share with you my experience and my message.
Es un momento privilegiado donde pues me siento orgulloso de poder pertenecer a una gran familia. No solamente una marca, sino una familia de corazón que son cada uno de ustedes.
Realmente, I really feel that it's a special moment for me because not only I'm forming the part of the great team, but first of all, I'm forming a part of a great family NHT that we are all today here.
Seguramente todos pasaron un año nuevo increíble y empieza nuestra etapa para poder construir el mejor año de nuestra vida.
I'm sure that everyone had a nice day and celebration of the new year, but now we are full of energy to start with the great energy our new coming year, ¿no?
Estamos en una gran etapa porque hoy le toca a México poder trabajar fuerte para poder lograr algo y esa responsabilidad me corresponde a mí.
Really, we are at the new stage of development here in Mexico, and I believe that I feel a great responsibility to take like a step forward with all our market this year.
Es un momento importante porque empieza el trabajo fuerte de México y seguramente vamos a poder tener resultados, porque así es como estamos trabajando para crear un 2022 muy exitoso.
I believe it's a very important job for us to put together all our team and our work in order to make like a new step in development of Mexico. And this, I believe, that is very important for us to start this new year with a new energy, new vision.
Esta reunión ha sido el parteaguas o el inicio para poder sentir la inspiración de cada uno de ustedes por su trabajo, por su esfuerzo, por sus logros de sus rangos y que nos están dando a nosotros la pauta de saber que todo el camino que vamos a empezar va a ser muy bueno.
I believe that this meeting today is a great opportunity for all of us to inspire with the energy of each of us who are joined this call today, so we can create a new moment for work and to increase our efforts and to really bring our best in developing this new year.
Este tiempo que pasó, que fueron 3 años, nos sumamos prácticamente al trabajo y al esfuerzo que Perú nos ha cobijado y nos ha dado para poder trabajar. Hoy inicia el trabajo más fuerte por ese apoyo para México.
The 3 years that have passed, we were working together with Peru, which was really a great support to us. But I believe that right now we are like taking a new step forward, and now all the work depends on us and depends on how we are going to move forward with all these things that we learned.
Así que tenemos el compromiso y yo personalmente tengo ese respaldo por todo el trabajo que siento que yo y Dan, ustedes nos han dado constantemente para poder sentirnos fuertes para este 2022 y que sin duda vamos a lograr más rangos y más personas en esos grandes viajes.
I really feel a great compromise with this work, and I feel constant support from Joe and Dan through all this period of time that we were working together. So all this that we have received so far, all this help and support, I believe that this will take us into a new level and will make us even stronger and make our work even better in 2022.
El trabajo que viene, porque ya hicimos una labor importante. Ya estoy consolidado precisamente para poder construir este sueño. Estoy unido con mi familia todos juntos para este proceso del 2022. Tenemos la mejor compañía NHT Global, tenemos el mejor equipo de apoyo que son cada uno de ustedes para nosotros, los mexicanos, y que sin duda haremos de NHT México la mejor etapa de nuestra vida.
I feel really a great responsibility and great energy to move forward with my work because I feel constant support from all the team. I'm very united with my own family, with my team in Mexico, and I feel constant support from all of you, for all people that are today on the call and from our leadership. So I believe that we are really making this new year 2022 together with NHT the best year for all of us.
Así que muchas gracias a todos ustedes por ser nuestro gran ejemplo, nuestro gran apoyo, nuestros grandes hermanos, pero sobre todo eso que viene para que este 2022 podamos estar mejor. Dios los bendiga y que tengan un 2022 exitoso y familiar.
Really want to thank everyone for such a great example that you are for us. And for your support again that we were receiving. Thank you to all people who are, I feel really like a family, like my brothers and sisters. And I am grateful to God, and I believe that really we are blessed for the next year to have a great results and to have a great work waiting for all of us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Gracias. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you very, very much. And South America would not be happening. Peru would have not happened if it wasn't for your initial foresight and vision for everything that we've been able to do in Peru and what we're about to do in South America. So, Oscar, thank you so much for your leadership. And before we move to the next speaker, just quickly, gang, I just want to apologize that we've had technical difficulties here in Miami, and you can hear me, but I understand you can't see me. So I wore my Skindulgence this morning to look real good for you, but unfortunately we've had camera visual difficulties. So as long as you can hear me, that's great. We are now going to hear from the finest, the best that we have in Russia. This lady I have known now, I believe, for at least, well, nearly 15 years. And they've always said that long-term success comes from long-term relationships. Elena and I go back a long, long way. And it was through her vision, her foresight, and her hard work and her leadership that we were able to open up all of Russia and the former Eastern Bloc countries and markets that we have over in that part of the world. So the call is all yours, Elena. Over to you.
Да, добрый день всем, добрый день, добрый вечер. Я очень рада быть частью этой замечательной компании.
Well, good evening or good day, depends where you are right now. So I greet you all, and I'm very happy to be a part of this team.
Я от души поздравляю всех с Новым годом, с новыми возможностями, с новыми целями, мечтами.
From all my heart, I really wish you the best for this new year, and with the new hopes that it brings, with the new projects, with the new energy that it brings to us.
Мы все пережили очень сложный период в мире, и я очень надеюсь, что это останется в прошлом.
All of us at some point were living through this difficult period that was happening all around the world. So I really hope that at some point we are already getting over this and ready to face a new period.
Я искренне желаю всем нам начать встречаться в поездках, которые организует компания, и уже непосредственно вживую обмениваться и опытом, и общением.
So because of this, I really hope that we will have finally right now a new opportunities to meet personally with all of you and to exchange personally our experience, to talk, to discuss some things offline, no, and in this new upcoming year.
Огромная благодарность и признание компании, которая все время предлагает нам новые возможности, новые промо-акции.
And I want to also express my gratitude to the company that always is there to offer new ideas and new promos and new projects for us.
И я точно знаю, что все мы можем намного больше, чем иногда делаем. Человеческие возможности всегда больше и круче.
And I'm sure, I know for sure that all of us can do more than we really do because the possibilities and of each of us is like endless.
И я искренне желаю, чтобы все мечты и все цели были с легкостью достигались в этом году.
And I really wish to each of you so your wishes and goals could be accomplished very easily and really accomplished in this new year.
Когда мы концентрируемся на своих действиях, когда мы концентрируемся на своих мечтах и желаниях и смело двигаемся вперед без оглядки на какие-то трудности, у нас, конечно, получается все лучше. Я искренне всем этого желаю.
I believe that when we really concentrate and put an emphasis into our goals, into our dreams, we are moving forward in this case without looking back and without nothing holding us back. So I believe this is the best thing that all of us can do, no, is to follow our dreams.
Наши продукты реально помогают нам поддерживать энергию, сохранять здоровье, останавливать процесс старения.
And apart from this, our products as well are really great support for each of us because they are helping us to look good, to be young, to be healthy all along.
И естественно, что всем нам хочется интереснее жить, больше путешествовать. И я желаю радости жизни, прекрасных событий, счастья и здоровья в каждой семье. То есть вам и вашим семьям. Всех самых наилучших благ.
Of course, I'm sure that each of us wants to enjoy our life, no, wants to travel, to discover new things, to know new people. So I really wish that in this new year we can explore all of these opportunities and to be healthy, to travel, to meet new people, to feel happy with us and with our family, our team. So I really wish that in this new year all this could be achieved by each of us, no, by each of you.
И это все реально достижимо, если мы будем увеличивать и свои команды, и свои ранги, и действительно создавать успешными не только себя, но и наших лидеров. Все в этой жизни будет реальным.
And I believe that all of this we can achieve because what we need to do is to concentrate and to work with our teams, to increase our teams. We have to work with our ranks to move on with the ranks. So I believe all of this depends on us and we can do whatever we propose to do.
Еще раз всех с Новым годом и желаю потрясающих достижений в этом году.
So again, Happy New Year for everyone and great achievements as well for each of you.
Благодарю за внимание.
Thank you for this time and your attention.
gang, for everyone, as you know, the highest position that we have on the International Recognition Program, more commonly known as our IRP, is Global Ambassador. And we've got ambassadors around the world. We've heard from Molly, but Elena is chasing rank 8 right now this year. And we really believe Elena could be one of the next global ambassadors that we have worldwide. So, Elena, congratulations on all of what you've accomplished. And we're all behind you and with you in your pursuit of your dream of becoming an ambassador. And rank 8, there's only 2 more to go and you're an ambassador. So again, congratulations. Okay, gang, what we're going to do now is go to another part of the world. We're going to be swinging west of Russia, through Europe and into a market and a leader that is I've become very fond of from a friendship standpoint, relationship standpoint. And we said this before, long-term relationships, long-term success. But this great leader represents, out of her small country, and I say small country, the country of Sweden is around 9 or 10 million. The entire market of Europe might be close to 400 million. And right now, Sweden, the Nordic, the Scandinavian countries, particularly Sweden, represents about 75 to 80% of all of the business that is being done in Europe right now. And it's coming down through her leadership and her organization. And that is the great Helen. So she is the leader of the Viking team, the Viking group, the Viking organization. And Joe, again, my screen has gone blank. So I am turning it over to you to introduce Elena, Helen in Stockholm, or I think she's in Gothenburg right now. So Joe, over to you, over to Helen.
Thank you for having me on the call today, and a happy new year to everyone. This last year has been a bit crazy. It's like the whole world is screaming out, like, be scared, don't be near each other, don't hug, stay away, and don't communicate. And this subject is what I would like to talk to you about today. Not the fear, but the opposite, hope. The hope that we bring to people, the possibility to build relationship, the opportunity that we have. We have an amazing time ahead where we can really help people, not just with their financial issues, which we can, and not just with their health issues, which we can, but with their mental issues. Take people from a state of fear to a state of hope. So many people out there are living in fear, and that is a very powerful negative emotion. What if we instead changed that? How about if all of us went on a mission in 2022 to go out to the world and show everyone that there is a better way to live? You don't have to be afraid to lose your job. You can start building a future right here and right now. You are capable of taking back the control of your own life. There are things we can't control, of course, but one thing that we certainly can control is how we react to certain things, our emotions, and how we feel will also determine our acts. Doubt and fear equals inaction. Confidence and courage equals action. So if you want to conquer the fear, do not sit at home thinking about it. Go out and get busy. We do have the tools that people are looking for. They just don't know it yet. It is our job to show them our fantastic products and unbelievable business opportunity. Show them that there is a better way. And most important, show them there is hope. I will read a short poem from Nhg Monthly, which tells everything, I would say. If you only carry one thing throughout your entire life, let it be hope. Let it be hope that better things are always ahead. Let it be hope that you can get through even the toughest of times. Let it be hope that you are stronger than any challenges that comes your way. Let it be hope that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now, and that you are on the path to where you are meant to be. Because during these times, hope will be the very thing that carries you through. So me and my Vikings are committed to let 30,000 new Scandinavians try our products in 2022, and they will also see our amazing business opportunity. I hope you will join us in this mission. Let us all go out there and bring hope in a bigger, better way. Have a great 2022, and remember the word hope. Thank you very much, and have the best year ever.
Helen, thank you. Thank you so much. And, you know, what a powerful message. My gosh. Focusing on what you have control of, not what you don't have control of. And what a message of hope. And I really believe that has been so much a part of our mission statement as an opportunity, as a business, and who we are over the last 20 years. And Helen, you've been able to really share that with all of us here today, how much and how important that is in terms of our future, in terms of hope, and bringing that to a world today that is in need of it. And we provide so much from an opportunity standpoint, the products as well as hope. Thank you, Helen, so much for that. Okay, over to the largest democracy, the fastest growing middle class in the world today. This particular leader lit up the NHT world when he found his horse and rode it. That was us. He is the head of the Eagles, and that is his team of Eagles. They've said, you know, if you're out hooting with the Owls, you'll never soar with the Eagles. I can call this gentleman anytime, 24/7, and he will respond. He is working literally 24/7, broke records, hit rank 5 virtually overnight, did close to 100,000 in business volume in just literally a few weeks when he got a hold of this opportunity, but lit up the NHT world with his leadership and his organization and his flock of Eagles. So we're going to India, and the great leader, Sarfraz. Sarfraz, are you with us, my friend?
Yes, sir. I'm very much with you.
Over to you, buddy.
Thank you, sir. So, hi, everyone. This is Sarfraz. I'm super excited. I want to wish everyone Happy New Year. It's an exciting time. We're in the new 2022. It's like a new school. This is what happened with NHT Global. So, guys, before I just want to get the vision of what we're doing in India and I just want to send out this message to each and everyone who's hearing me out in the world at global market. We are in one of the fastest growing industry of network marketing. And we are surprised, network marketing has produced more millionaires than any other industry in the world. So congratulations for each and everyone who's attending this beautiful webinar, which is completely going to burst your excitement for what NHT Global has to offer each and every one of us. Now, the only concept of this growth where you see people who have made 6 to 7 figures around the world and global markets is because they have gone with one company and they have gone with one company. The principle is pretty simple. And in the 60 to 70 years of this industry, it's always blueprint is ready. People know how success comes in this industry. But what we do is we get totally complicated, we get totally into our own inventions of ideas, and we get totally messed up about where we're heading. So this is not what we teach in Team Eagles Leadership in India, and that is what I would like to introduce what I do with my team. So let's understand what is the principle and the real materials, what we're doing for this year, and what's exciting us at Team Eagles in India. Now, the first thing is in leadership where we globally go with confidence. Now, if we are encouraging people to be a part of NHT Global, are these guys having the confidence? Are these guys really in the start point? Do they need confidence or do they lack confidence? This is one of the most essential part of the ingredient for any leadership who really wants to get this, pose going. Like the eagles like to fly high, and we can't have chickens flying high with the eagles, right? So we want to see the confidence of an eagle with the team, not with the chickens over here. So that's number one. Second thing is capability. Everybody is capable. Everyone who has the standard of understanding things. And when you're basically sending out materials to the person, when you're sending out that kind of information to the people, is he capable enough of putting out the message to the world? So this is at NHT Global. What we try to do at Nhg's leadership is we train the basic fundamentals of understanding what exactly needs to be done, and the core value of capability is making the person a confident person and making him the person well versed with the product and the knowledge of it. So the thing is, you have to be committed. So this all comes in when you're sharing your complete guidance of NHT Global to the world market or your distributor. He basically sees the entire, the kind of share what we have in the links, product information, and does he lead to that? So we have to make sure on this point of it how things are moving. So guys, we are in the industry where it is all about cultivation. It is not about hunting. We cannot find every year new distributors. Okay? It is not possible. We have to do cultivation. We have to understand the product. We have to be the person who knows to basically guide the people with the kind of product what we have in NHT Global, with skin, with nutrition, with glutathione, with the best of the products. But if these guys don't have the product information, these guys are not going to add anywhere to it. So the first thing is about cultivation, giving the confidence to the buyers, to the distributors, to the people who are involved in NHT Global, and they're spreading the business worldwide. So your company, your distribution of Nhg's leadership, what we teach over here is about the cultivation, which has to be sowing the seed, and we have to wait for the seed to basically grow at its own pace, so that education is taken on a complete standpoint, so that the person, when he is totally matured, he completely comes out and becomes the rising person and growing and putting up the same duplication of the market. So with this, we also build credibility. We do not cheat people. We are in an industry where we are working long term, so we have to stay honest. We have to stay integrity, and we are in one of the best of industries where the company is completely on point, guys. We are promoting something which gives results. We show people 30 minutes, we can make you look 30 years, like 5 years younger. So that is visible. So what is seeing is believing. So imagine your credibility. And over a period of the time, this credibility will grow bigger and bigger. And with that, you have to stay honest. That's what we teach out here. With that, people choose what kind of people you want to hang around with. You choose what kind of people you want to join with. So in India, they only have one option is Nhg's leadership. They have Suprasna. They have the people around India to get to the rest and the best. No one goes and messes with us because we are flying high. And this year, they're going to explode big time. So guys, 2022, from India, we are sending out a love, and we're sending out the total confidence that we are going to make NHT Global another $1 billion. And we can do that, guys. We are losing is our confidence. And in India, we have nothing to lose. We just have to be the #1 in the emerging markets. And we are sending out all the confidence and love from India. So guys, all the best. Take care. Love from Suprasna. Happy New Year, guys. See you. Bye-bye.
Hey, Sarfraz. Yeah, no mistake. Sarfraz, thank you so much. They said the speed of the group is always dictated by the speed of the leader. And India has got the finest leadership that we have around the world. Again, Sarfraz, thank you. Thank you, my friend. You are a special leader and special individual. Thanks again. Thanks again, bud. Appreciate it. Okay, so we would not be in India if it wasn't for this next gentleman. We would not be in Europe if it wasn't for this next gentleman. One of the greatest trainers that we have in terms of our online business, and I continue to learn. They've said, if you want to be a leader, be a reader. You need to remain a student. And I learned so much from this next individual, this next great leader that we've got. He has taught me so much over the years. He's been with us now. He's going to share his story with you, but he is chasing right now. It is just right around the corner, rank 7. And we are going to hear from the great Dalibor. So Dalibor, I know you're in one of my favorite countries in the world. In cities, I believe you're in Prague tonight. I think it's just about going on 6 o'clock there in Prague. So a beautiful part of the world, absolutely. But you are one special dude, one special guy, and I continue to learn so much from you, my friend, as well as the rest of the NHT world. So I know you got a message for everybody. You've done so much for NHT in the years that you've been with us, and you're just chasing rank 7, which is just 2 more away after that from Global Ambassador. So we're excited for you, my friend. It's going to be a great, great year, and the call is over to you.
Thank you, Dan. Am I audible? Everybody can hear me.
I can hear you great. Joey,
Excellent.
that might be good for you. You're in the control tower.
Okay. Okay.
Liczna, Dalibor, Liczna.
Thank you, guys. Happy New Year, everyone. Congratulations, everyone. You are doing a great job. Everyone who is with NHT for a couple of years, so we just got started, maybe last week. We are in great company, and I believe we have in front of us great new year, which probably will be challenging, but we are here to help a lot of people. And when I was asked to share some biggest tip, what I can share to our family of NHT, I actually have 3. So hope you will get some value out of it. But I definitely would suggest everyone that you just have to learn how to love the process, because we don't know when we will we will reach the success. We don't know. And if it's not tomorrow, you just have to do another step, maybe to see what's going to happen next week. This is something what I have learned over I believe it's already 11 years. I've been in front of decisions to quit a few times, and I'm really glad that I didn't. And I believe that it's really important to start loving the process, talking to people, educating them in health, in business, in other areas what you believe is important for life, because then you are just experiencing great time every single day. If you only love the result, the money, and the success, then most of the time you will be disappointed. So especially if you are just getting started right now, this is a very important part of our business. Love the process, because then you will enjoy, most of the time. Then another important topic is understand your prospect. You have to understand that people are in difficult situations, that if they don't know how to pay their bills tomorrow, they are not in the very good state of mind to understand what kind of business opportunity this is. And I'm saying that because I was there myself. So try to understand your prospect, try to understand what is the challenge for them, and try to find the best solution for them. Maybe it's not selling them the most expensive package right now, but show them the product which can help them or their close ones with their health, or with removing the wrinkles. Maybe that would be the first step. And then last thing I believe is really important, to stay in the state of being curious and keep learning all the time. Maybe some things what you have learned 5 years from now doesn't work these days. So educate yourself, buy a course, buy a book, and keep learning, because this will keep you on track. Social media are changing not every year, but every day. So if you want to stay current, you just have to learn new stuff every single day. So hope this helps you. I wish everyone to have a wonderful new year, and a lot of success, a lot of new great relationships, because this is part of our business as well. And hope to see you sometime very soon. So over to you, Daniel. Thank you very much for having me.
Hey, Dal, thank you. They say success leaves clues, and gang, you've got to be taking notes on all of these gems that we're getting here. Virtually every minute, every second, there's something that's being dropped. Joe, I just want to make sure, am I still with you? My phone is, my screen is jumping all over the place. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Thank you. I know our next speaker is going to be coming up. So, Dal, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Our next speaker, our next leader, heading over to Japan. I believe our man is in Tokyo, I'm pretty sure. But Joe and I, and this is, again, I want to share with you, long-term relationships equates to long-term success. Just about every leader that you're hearing from today that is speaking here today, Joe and I, including Paulina, our fabulous translator. We go back probably 10 years with Paulina. And the foundation of our success as a business, as an organization, as a team, as a family, at its very core is the love we have through our relationships with our people. And this individual now that we're going to hear from, Joe and I met him over 15 years ago in Tokyo. Just an absolutely magical, fun, exciting, electric individual, is breaking every record this past year in NHT worldwide. So Japan has literally, and it's a large country, population-wise. We've got a huge demographic from that standpoint, but percentage-wise, he's had the strongest growth through his organization and the Japanese business around the world. So we're going over to Japan, the great Makoto. The call is yours, my friend.
NHT
And I believe this is translated. This is going to be translated.
日本で NHT のメンバーの石井誠です。この度、私に NHT を紹介してくれたJoe
jumping in. We don't see him, I don't believe, on the screen. Is that correct, everybody? Dalibor, do you see him on the screen?
Yeah, all is well from my side.
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Let me start again.
Yeah.
NHT グローバルファミリーの皆さん、こんにちは。日本で NHT のメンバーの石井誠です。この度、私に NHT を紹介してくれたジョー・ガルシアからランク5のとっても素敵な花が届きました。そして皆さんに何か成功の秘訣を話してほしいということを言われました。すでに NHT 呪文を作って頭の中でぐるぐる流していることではないかと思います。私は常にご機嫌でした。だから NHT でマックスになりました。という呪文をずっとこの17年間頭に唱えています。マックスというのは週5万ドルになることです。日本では NHT のビジネスを一生懸命やるような環境はなかなか整っていませんでした。今回、松原社長という素晴らしい社長が就任するまで4人の社長がいましたけど、なかなか大変なことだったんですね。でも私は NHT 以外のビジネスは、同じようなビジネスは、メンバーになったこともないです。この17年間。これ以外の登録をしたことがないです。常に頭の中で私は NHT でマックスになりましたっていうのを唱えてきました。でも、それを常に覚えておくためにどうすればいいかなと思って、それで毎日顔筋トレをやることにしました。なぜやっているかというと、そのやってる間に私は常にご機嫌でした。だから NHT でマックスになりましたってずっと自分のように唱えるためです。ということで、成功する秘訣があるとすれば、そうやって常に NHT でマックスになることを意識に何度も何度も上げることではないかと思います。それではごきげんよう。
Makoto, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you for all of the incredible business, obviously, that you're doing, but really the leadership that you've been providing for so much of your part of the world, but so much of your leadership that is influencing the rest of the NHT world. And thanks again so much for being on our call here today. So our next leader, I have known for, I believe and she will probably remind me of this, at least 5 years, 6 years. I met her in Istanbul, Turkey at a great event that we had. We would not have the European business that we've got today. We would not have the Scandinavian business that we have today, the Nordic business, the English business, or the Irish business if it wasn't for this great lady. She hosted our last Great Women's event that we had just last year. She's one of my dear friends in this business. Again, I believe it's now 5 years that we've known each other. We've had a lot of fun traveling together. She hosted me when I was over in Ireland and the big events that we had over there. So over the next few minutes, the floor is yours. Sonia Reddy, I believe, well, you're going to tell me where you are. I don't know where you are in Ireland, but I believe you're in, I think, Dublin or Cork today. So Sonia, over to you.
Oh my God, that's blasphemy, Dan, telling me that I might be in Cork. You know, they want to be the capital city of Ireland. And of course, I'm going to correct you. I know you 7 years now.
Oh my.
So, hi everybody. Hi. Happy New Year to all of you. It's great to see all my great friends here once again. And you know, when I looked at the heading of this event and it said, "Are you ready for 2022?" I was thinking, well, am I ready for 2022? I mean, look, we all make New Year resolutions and, you know, we're going to do more exercise, eat less chocolate, give up drinking, smoking, whatever it is we're going to give up. And I suppose within a week or two, you know, we break some of those. If you're like me anyway, you will. But I just thought, you know what, am I ready for NHT in 2022? Because I just thought, well, where am I going? Where am I actually going this year? And, you know, what am I going to do this year? And I thought, I'm actually going to challenge myself. I'm going to challenge myself this year because for the past 3 years, I've wanted to build a team in the United Kingdom. And with Brexit and COVID, it hasn't happened. There's been lots of restrictions and lots of different rules and things changing with the UK, and they're our neighbours. They're right beside me. And it's just been my kind of goal and dream to get a team going in the UK. I've got a few distributors there, but I've never really been able to build in the UK. So my challenge to myself this year is to actually build a team in the UK. And, you know, I suppose over the past year or two, I've been a bit lazy. My own team here in Ireland have been a little bit lazy as well. And that's all down to me to get excited, to do new things, to take on a new challenge, to get them excited as well. So my whole, you know, way, I think, of getting my team excited is to open a new market here ourselves. And what a better one to try and, you know, approach is the United Kingdom, because they speak the same language as us and it should not be too difficult. And, you know, things are going to change this year. I suppose I want to get myself really, really motivated. And I think back to when I joined NHT 7 years ago, when I met all, you know, Dan, Joe, and some more of you in Istanbul, my very first event, and I was so excited. And when I talk to people about the products, especially new people, to this day, they still get excited. And, you know, that would be one of my tips to people if you find yourself getting a little bit demotivated. And a lot of what Helen said and what Dollyber said there a few minutes ago resonated with me a lot, because, you you know, we can get, I suppose, so familiar with the business and so familiar with the products that we actually forget how excited people are when they first try the skin indulgence, which I also did today, by the way, to all of you guys and women who tried the skin indulgence today. So did I, and I love it. I've actually got my friend Sharon here staying with me. She's from the UK. She's just doing it right now and listening to this in the background, and she's also going to be helping me get started in the UK. So my tip to everybody would be to not actually care what people think. Never, you know, don't be afraid to try new things like social media. I've started doing it. I know we did a challenge with Dollybar recently, and I just did something crazy. I wouldn't have probably done that last year or the year before. I would have been a bit shy. And this was just an Instagram thing, and it's really made no sense, no reason. It was just getting used to, I suppose, talking on social media, and I'm going to do a little bit more of that this year with my team. I'm going to help them to probably, you know, reach out to people online, because I know Dollybar has done an amazing job, and I'm so jealous, and I just want to copy what he does. So my tips are, never, you know, don't care what people think. Don't be afraid to take on new opportunities or try new things, and never, ever, ever give up. I mean, even if you're kind of, I've lost some members on my team over the last 2 years due to, you know, lots of their own personal reasons. I know one particular friend of mine died, and that was very sad. But, you know, we have to go on, and I joined NHT to build NHT, and that's what I'm going to do. So my challenge to myself is to, hopefully I'll be sitting here next year, guys, and I'll be talking to you about my big team in the UK and telling you how I did it and how we all got on. So just thought I'd come on, challenge myself, tell you all what I'm going to do, and wish you all, again, a great 2022 and Happy New Year, everybody.
Sonia, thank you. Thank you so much. And we have we've always appreciated your heart, your passion for the business, and your spirit. You and I, thank you, go back 7 years. Yes, it was 7 years ago. My God, time flies. And, you know, they say you can achieve to be happy, but you can also happily achieve. And every time you and I are together, we just, I mean, it's just a lot of fun, a lot of joy. We just enjoy what we do. So, gang, that is a great part of our journey, is enjoying the process, as Dalibor shared with us earlier, and that resonated as well as what you're saying, Sonia, is with what Dalibor was saying earlier on his talk. So thanks again, Sonia. Our next leader that we're going to hear from, a special part in my heart, because we go back. A lot of people think that it really started with Garcia and I. Well, it did, but this gentleman I've actually known longer than Joe, and we go back. He's going to correct me on this one. Well over 25 years, maybe 26, 27. I'm just looking back onto my bookshelf in my library in my office here, and why I'm looking at this at my bookshelf is that I'm looking at a book that he wrote about our industry, about a company at that time that was exploding into the industry, and the name of that book is A World Vision. And it was a great read and introduction for a lot of people to the industry at that time, but it was authored by this gentleman, this individual. And him and I have had very similar paths in terms of family, in terms of spiritual, in terms of hardship, adversity, challenges, love of life, love of family, love just of our fellow man. And we're similar to, we're just about the same age. We both come from North America. He comes from Malibu, California. Garth now is, I believe, in the Czech Republic today, but literally everyone on this call is a part of his organization. He is just tapping on the door of global ambassador. One of my special friends, a guy I just love dearly, him and his family. And he's got 3 beautiful boys, a beautiful bride, a beautiful lady that is a part of this opportunity, this business, and all of that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this opportunity. So special guy, and this is going to be a special few minutes that we're going to get from the great Garth. So Garth, wherever you are today, buddy, the call is yours.
Okay, I'm in Prague, which I still believe is, even after traveling to about 65 countries around the world, I still believe it's the greatest city in the world. It's certainly the most beautiful. It's wonderful. And if any of you ever come here, I will be very happy, along with Dalibor and Thomas, to take you on a tour to our favorite places in this amazing, amazing city. So it was this coming June, 18 years ago, that I was in my living room in Ljubljana, Slovenia, doing my very first presentations and 30-minute facelifts, and watching the shocked reaction of the people. And man, it was just unbelievable, explosive growth. Maya Spindler was my assistant. She worked for me, and now I kind of work for her. She's, of course, one of our great vice presidents of the company and a dear friend, and I just love her so much. And then when I moved up to Prague, along came Tomáš Kanapek, who became my very best friend and is to this day. And I went to many places with Dalibor in traveling and doing events, and just had a great time. And Elena and Sonia and Helen and on and on. You know, I just made friends, great friends, all around the world. And while I've been with the company, I did meet the love of my life, Anna. I got married, got 3 kids. They're now 7, 9, and 10 years old. Unbelievable. The 9-year-old's almost as tall as my wife. It's crazy how they're growing. You know, one of the earliest lessons that I learned in this business is that your success comes from helping others to achieve their goals. Their success is your success. And so my goal in 2022 is to travel to all of my markets. I'm going to go to Europe, to Russia, to Kazakhstan, to Mongolia, to South Korea, to India, to Mexico, South America, the United States. I just want to go to all those places, and wherever I go, I want to find out what are the goals, both financial and IRP, for my leaders in each of those areas, the people who are committed and on fire for the business and will not quit until they succeed. And whatever their goals are, my number one passion when I'm there is to help them to achieve their goals. So Dan and Joe, that's about it. And let me finish by saying my first tour with a leader in NHT Global was with Dan Cato in Serbia, in Croatia, in Bosnia, and in Slovenia. And then along came Joe. And without those 2 guys, I can just absolutely say I would not have the success that I've had. I would not have the travel, all the friends, so many things that have come to me. I just cannot thank you 2 guys enough.
Hey, Garth, appreciate that. Yeah, I remember those early days. I remember Belgrade. I remember Croatia. I remember Serbia. I remember those meetings and those presentations, and you know, all that we did together way back then. And you know, we wouldn't have what we've got today if it wasn't for yourself. But you know, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. You'll always be like the people you take advice from. So we've been blessed to surround ourselves with you as a friend, as a great leader for their you know, our organizations, Garth. So thanks so much. So much in front of us as well. And as they say too, you know, from friendships to family and keeping it in the family, our next speaker that we've got is back in the United States. He's just tapping on the door of rank 8. I believe he is in New Jersey. His sister is Molly. His name is Mike Ma. And Mike, you've got one of the strongest organizations in North America. And you certainly have got some great pedigree in your family. So, my friend, the call is yours. Over to you, buddy.
All right. Thank you so much, Dan. And hello, everyone on NHT family. Happy New Year and greetings from Mike Ma in New Jersey, US. Back in 2020, when the initial outbreak of COVID-19 in mainland China was under control, there were people guarding the main entrance to a residential community, holding a temperature gun and then pointing to a visitor's forehead, then beep, and then followed by three basic but crucial questions. First one is who you are, and then where did you come from, and then where are you heading to? So I truly appreciate Dan and Joe for inviting me to this online forum today and to talk about my personal and team goals in 2022. And although time flies, some of the basic questions remain unchanged. So I guess we're falling back to those three basic questions that we just mentioned. I have been a loyal customer and also a business operator for NHT for 7 years. And I grew up from knowing very little about nutrition and health to knowing a lot more about how our body operates and even what kind of ailments can occur if nutritional deficiency remain for a long period of time. So this alone makes an invaluable achievement because every single one of us is relying on our own health to be successful in life and in business. So the more we know, the more we know that we don't know. So in 2022, I'll be continuing helping my team members to learning. It doesn't have to be limited in NHT business related. Like many people mentioned about the social media, that's something that we need to take on as well. So anything we learn is an asset that we have. And also, I was not born in a family with my parents being very rich or highly influential. So I know that every piece of my future is within my own hands. And I know that I must not work alone and must be able to utilize other people's knowledge and power. And NHT's motto is a perfect way for us to make this come true, and with very low cost and risk involved. Well, the more I thought about this business model, the more I feel determined in grabbing on these valuable opportunities. And in 2022, this will also be something I will continue to do, just to help keep polishing away the dirt covering this hidden gem of NHT, and help my team members earn more rewards offered by the company. The pandemic has changed our lives dramatically and cut down our face-to-face group activities. But I believe service is still one of the main factors that will help us solidify our customer base and expand our market. While it may have become harder and harder to attract new members, but it shouldn't stop us from providing quality service to every member that we have, even if whatever. This doesn't come easy because it requires extensive knowledge about NHT products and also mind preparation and goal settings. So I always believe that even a small step forward is an advancement, and the time will tell the difference in the long run. So 2022 might be a normal year for anybody, maybe a hard year, but it may also be a year for some of us to make great changes and achievement. So best wishes for everyone to get a prosperous achievement in this wonderful year. Thanks so much.
Mike, Micah, thank you for that message. That great message. Yeah, we have been through a bit over the last year and a half, locally, globally. We've all got our own story, but we have our story going forward and what we're going to be doing in 22. And I know we're going to be hearing that from one of the top, as a matter of fact, the top check that's ever been produced by a leader, a distributor, a global ambassador comes from the great Huna. I met this incredible lady back in 2003. She had come to Los Angeles from China. She was a single mom. She wasn't quite 30. She was in her late 20s at that time. Couldn't speak English, didn't know a soul, a single mom. And she came here not knowing a soul and got started off in the NHT business and became one of the greatest global ambassadors that we have around the world. She's got multiple global ambassadors. I can't count the number of ambassadors in her organization. Her life has radically changed, but most importantly, she's been instrumental in radically changing the lives of literally hundreds of thousands of people around the world because of the product and because of the opportunity. So we're now going to hear from the great Huna, and I believe she is, wow, she's a rural destination, but looks fabulous. So Huna, over to you, and this is going to be translated as well.
Hello， 全球 NHT 的家人们，大家圣诞快乐！我是胡娜，这一刻我是在美国最具有灵气的地方 Sedona 这个城市。为什么说这个城市是最具有灵气呢？有人这么说过，说上帝创造了科罗拉多河就是大峡谷，却住在 Sedona 这个城市这个地方，所以每一年都有非常多的灵修以及朝圣者来到这里感受一下这个灵气，的的确确让人家感觉到，就是说一想到上帝居住的地方，那就感觉到这个精神满满，精神饱满，感觉到就是对我们人的这种精神起到一定的这个积极的这个作用。我也特别的开心，然后因为是 NHT 这样的一个事业，让我在节假日的时候可以带着我的孩子们来到最具有灵气的地方，来感受这个积极阳光的这么一个氛围，以及也来这里让自己充满更多的这样的一个能量。那在新的一年里，我也祝福我们全球的家人祝福我们全球的 NHT 的家人们事业兴旺然后生意兴隆，还精神饱满，还有圣诞快乐，新年快乐，祝福大家，谢谢。
Thank you, Huna. Yes, I'll never. All of the success that you're hearing today, all of these highest ranking distributors and leaders that we have in NHT around the world, our global ambassadors. This did not happen overnight. It happened over time through hard work and commitment and dedication. So this is the epic entrepreneurial opportunity we believe that is the best for all of us around the world, and we've been able to provide that. So all of our leaders are achieving great success in terms of the ranks, but there is so much more to our business than just the income opportunity, as well as the products which are impacting people's lives, but the great relationships and what we become in pursuit of what we want in this business. One of the great leaders that we have, one of the great relationships I've been able to develop as well as Joe has come from the best friend of Garth White. and just about everyone on this call, their organizations are a part of his leadership and his organization and his business. And I believe we're going back to the Czech Republic and into Prague. So the great Thomas, the call is yours, my friend.
Well, thank you very much, Dan. So, well, welcome everyone. Before I can say anything, let me tell you this first. I'm so glad this old year is finally over. It has been a very rough year for me. I've spent most of the first half of last year in the hospital, in the second half recovering from that. And I'm still not really fit. In case you're wondering, this has nothing to do with the coronavirus. My own immune system attacked me and caused a lot of pain in my body. I couldn't do any work for a long time. And if I had a job, I would have been fired long ago. If I had my own business that depended on me, I would have been bankrupt by now. But welcome to NHT Global, because this company supports you whether you are sick, unmotivated, or if you can't work at all. And if you throw in some of those great products and a truly fantastic leadership team around the world that we have, you've got a real winner on your hands. But here comes the really interesting bit. As I said, 2021 was one of my worst years ever, health-wise. But at the same time, it was one of my best years financially. And that is such a contrast. This particular industry flourishes when the world economy is not doing well. And our world today is sick. We are in we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and yet NHT Global keeps growing. And this year will not be any different. We will all have new opportunities, and the only question is if we are willing to grab them and make them our own. And by the way, I wrote a whole book about this. It's about my story with NHT Global, how I started and how I struggled. It's about goal setting, about paying the price, and all the steps that are necessary if you want to make it to the top. So if you're struggling in the business, if you're not motivated, or if you don't know what to do next, well, let me tell you, I was there too, and I hated it to a point where I almost quit. And if you want to know how I overcame these challenges, well, go and read my book. It's only 100 euros. Really? No, I'm kidding. I'm actually giving it away for free. So if anyone is interested, I can send it to you. But one of the key takeaways that has transformed my business life is this. Create everyday mini habits. Make your habits so small that you won't have a problem to start, because that is often the hardest thing, starting. Make your goals actually so small that you can't fail, because your motivation to continue will come only after you have started in the first place. So whatever you do, you must at least start, and the rest will follow. Give this a try, and you will be surprised what you can achieve. So this is it for me, really. My goal for this year is to get back in shape, to be able to move freely again, be painless, and then help and support my teams out there in Europe, in Russia, India, South America, so that anyone who truly desires success and is willing to do the work can achieve this incredible life with NHT Global. So much success to all of you, and thank you.
Hey, Thomas, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a powerful message. There was a lot in there. Just for the few minutes that you shared with us, there was so much in there from an opportunity standpoint, the commitment, the dedication, the perseverance, the relationships that you've had certainly with your entire business and your organization, but the one that you have with Garth, and it's been you two, along with Dalibor, have been just so instrumental in so much of the business that we have around the world. So again, thank you so much, and prayers are with you, buddy, and getting your health back to where it was. You still look great. I guess the product's got a fair bit to do with that, my friend. So you're looking good. And I know you're knocking on the door of rank 8, one more away from global ambassador. So congratulations on that, and the great year that you had financially. So just quickly, we are now going to move, and I believe we're in Ljubljana, Slovenia, and that is the capital of Slovenia. And the Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing globally for NHT, the great Maya Spindler. And Maya, for all of you, started here with NHT. This was her first opportunity, her first job, her first venture into the business world, and that came through the great Garth as Garth's translator. As a matter of fact, Maya's very first introduction to NHT through Garth was translating for me and Garth. I can't remember where. I believe it might have been the Czech Republic, but it was somewhere over in Western Europe. But her personal growth has been nearly unrivaled globally. She is now in charge of operationally, logistically, for all sales and marketing that we have for NHT worldwide. So Maya, over to you. The call is yours.
Members, I want to take this opportunity to wish you a happy 2022, and of course a lot of health, which we've all especially been aware of in the last couple of years of how important it is. So I want to wish you to be healthy, to have some wonderful moments with your loved ones in the coming year, and of course to be successful with NHT Global. We have prepared some wonderful programs and worked very hard at it for the last few months, and we truly hope they can help you on your path to success with NHT Global. I'm especially excited about a program we call NHG Monthly Awards, which replaces our IRP Achiever Bonus. This program is set to give you an opportunity to set a shorter term, more tangible goals, and to give you rewards, cash rewards for every time you're able to achieve that. Now, we don't expect you to compare yourselves to your best times with NHT Global. We only want you to be better than your best self in the last year. So every time you're able to achieve that on a monthly basis, you will be getting some exciting rewards from us. And also, we are not doing away completely with our PTR bonus. We're keeping our car bonus portion of it and the international trip portion of it. So the next destination we are hoping to take you to will be Paris, which I'm very excited about. We've been to Paris before with NHT Global members and had such a blast on that trip, so we've chosen to do that again for some of our new members that have come along since. Now, we're also hoping that finally we can travel together again. We will be announcing soon the trip dates for the Dubai trip. And some of our local markets will be announcing local and regional trip incentives for the next year. And we believe those will be easier to pull off and to organize, and maybe a safer way for more people to get together and have fun, celebrate your NHT Global success, and finally be able to travel together and spend some time together. Now, in 2021, despite the circumstances of the pandemic, I'm very proud to say that
we've achieved complete stability in all of our markets. None of our markets have shrunken in any way. And then I'm so especially proud of markets that have achieved growth, and some of them exponential growth. I want to point out especially our Peruvian and Indian and Japanese markets who've had great growth despite the circumstances this year. So I know it's possible with the right motivation and the right tools that you're focusing on. And I wish that all of our markets would look up to those and follow in their footsteps in the next year. Now, in the last few years for our company, our motto has been one stable step at a time. And that's all we want to do in next year as well. We want all of us together to set very tangible goals for ourselves and to move ahead, even if it's a little bit of progress, even if it's a small step. But many small steps lead to a big success. So with that, I leave you in very capable hands of Dan and Joe, who will help you plan out the next year in very tangible and practical ways. I want to also thank Dan and Joe for their wonderful leadership, for their consistency in all of these years, and for their support through all these years that we've been working together with NHT Global. And with that, let's all have a great year together. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Maya. Thank you so much. Okay, gang, we are going to now turn it over to my partner. You all know Joe's got some messages for you, some things to share with you, some insights for 22, maybe a bit of a reflection on 21. But you know, for a lot of you, maybe you don't know. Joe and I go back. Well, he's going to remind me, I guess, and all of you, if you don't know, it's well over 25 years. Joey likes to say that he was just 8 years old when we met, but I think, Joe, you were in your 20s when we met, my friend. But we've had a long-lasting relationship, business and personal relationship, and I certainly wouldn't have the success that I've had, the joy that I've had if it wasn't for my partner here. But you all know him, and you're going to hear from him, and then you're going to hear from me just to wrap things up here. But Joey's got some nuggets for you, some stuff to share with you, and it's just been a wonderful call. My God, I've absolutely loved this. I've been taking notes as we've gone along here, but Joe, I know you got some insight for what's going to be happening and what's on the horizon here. So over to you, buddy.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Cato. Incredible job here today, Dano. So proud of calling you my business partner for the last, actually, it's 29 years this year.
My God.
It's incredible. How time flies. It's been a wonderful 29 years. Well, first of all, I wanted to just recognize all our speakers here today. I'm sitting here like a proud father, proud grandfather, proud friend, proud, business partner. You guys all have done an incredible job, and certainly from my end, I'm so grateful for all of you, not only taking the time today out of your busy schedule to be on here today, to share your wisdom, but ultimately your commitment, your persistence, all these years to your dream, to your team. We're so grateful. I'm so grateful to surround myself with the best. And I know, Dan, you certainly feel the same. You know, in 1998, 97, I had a defining moment in my network marketing career and my entrepreneurial career. Since then, I've had many more defining moments. And I was thinking about this the other day, how these defining moments really set me up for incredible years, years that I've doubled, tripled, quadrupled my income, my personal health, in all areas of my life. And it all came down to, Dan, and ladies and gentlemen, one thing, indelible, nailed it when he talked about learning. And I, in 1998, I'll just share with you the story. I came across a book that was facing me in a library. And a year before that moment, I was told to purchase that book, but I didn't listen to my gut. I didn't listen to my internal guidance system. And I remembered that a year later, I'm in this library and it's facing me as I was walking in. And I remembered feeling, Joe, I got to get this book. So I went on Amazon at the time. And at that time, Amazon was just a bookseller. And I purchased the book. And when I read that book, I knew why, number one, why I was told to read it, but it was a ha-ha moment in my life. It was like all the personal development that I had the previous 5 years all came together in that moment, and my awareness grew, and I just got it. I just got it. When we started in NHT Global in 2001, and we transitioned for our parent company into NHT, I was given a set of audio tapes. I don't know if all of you remember some of you are old enough to remember the Sony Walkman. And I was jogging that morning, listening to this tapes that I was given as a gift, just random gift from one of our team members. And it was a series of audio tapes from Bob Proctor. Never heard of him before. He lives in my backyard, and I thought, how in the world haven't heard this guy, in his teachings? And it was a series of Born Rich. I listened to those audio tapes every single day for the next 2 years. I could have done that seminar with my eyes closed. You know what happened those next 2 years? Up until then, those next 2 years were my biggest income in my 8 years of network marketing. And it all came down to I grew my awareness. I just got it. So if you're sitting here today in 2022, wanting to double your income, wanting to get better health, in today's world is even more important because what you don't know will hurt you. What you don't know will hurt you. So if you've been in 2021, if you look back in 2021 and you're really honest with yourself, and you've read 2 books, maybe you read 3 or 4, make it a goal in 2022 to double the amount of books that you read. Let's say you were just spending a few hours a month on your personal development. Jim Rohn, the great Jim Rohn, talks about success as being simple disciplines repeated over time. And the number one discipline that I have had for the last 29 years has been my discipline in growing my awareness. I'm reading and listening to at least an hour a day. So if you're spending a half an hour a day in 2021, double that up to an hour in 2022, and you will see the results. I was listening this morning, as I was working out, to a 2-hour session by Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is the #1 earner in the world, female earner in the world. She's a multi-billionaire. She came from nothing. She was African American. We all know her story. And she talked about her defining moment in this success audio. And her defining moment in her business, in her talk show, and how she grew was in 1989, as she was sharing in the audio. She read a book called Planting the Seeds of the Soul, and it changed her life. It changed her business. She just got it. And that book was all about intentions. What were your intentions? And planting those intentions. And she started just with that book, planning her intentions. She eventually became a multi-billionaire, the most successful woman entrepreneur this world ever seen. So if it works for Oprah Winfrey, if it works for Joe Garcia, my challenge to all of you, as Dalibor shared, is continue to grow. Because what you don't know will hurt you in 2022. If you want to double and triple your income, you want to grow your health, You want to grow your relationships. Just double your awareness every single day by planting the seed. You know, last year I was struggling with something and I couldn't find a solution. You know, I did every trick in the book of trying to find the solution to what I was struggling with. In November, I picked up a book by Robin Sharma. And most of you know who Robin Sharma is. He wrote the Monk Who Stole the Ferrari. And he is local here in Toronto area. And he wrote a book on heroes. So about 3/4 into that book, I'm reading along and there was a chapter there. And a light bulb went on with me. Like, oh my God, that's the solution. Just a chapter. That's the solution to what I was struggling with. And I got it. You know, I thought to myself, if I read that book 5 years earlier or 10 years earlier, probably that light bulb wouldn't have gone on. But because I read it and I was ready, because my awareness has grown to a level now that I recognized it. And I go, oh my God, I was able to make that shift and found that solution just with a, 5-sentence paragraph. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all an incredible 2022. My on sign is always on here with NHT Global. As you know, all of you, from my heart, my wish for all of you is to increase your income, to rank higher than you did in 2021, and to get to the point of your awareness where you figure out it all. And that's the secret to building a global organization, because if you help your team grow their mind, they'll figure out the rest. They'll come to an aha moment where I say, oh my God, now I get what Garth says. Now I get what Dalibor says. Now I get what Thomas says. And I was so impressed with Thomas and him sharing his vulnerability and what he went through in 2021. I give you kudos, Thomas, because that takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength to share your vulnerability, and much help to you in 2022. And I know 2022 is going to be your healthy year and a great message about the power of our business model that Thomas shared with regards to what had happened to his finances because of NHT Global and the business model in 2021. God bless to all of you. Let's explode 2022. I'm committed to all of you. Take care. And Dan, thank you very much. I'm grateful for our partnership and much success to you in 2022. And I'll turn it over to you to end the presentation.
Yeah, thanks, Joey. Thanks very much. Yeah, just a few things to echo on what Joe has shared with you too. I have a few predictions for 22, some things that I believe will be happening in 22, and a few thoughts on that as well. First of all, in 22, I believe 22 will be a lot like 21. 2022 will be a lot like 21 in terms of uncertainty with what is happening in the world today with the pandemic. Will it be with us? Won't it be with us? Will it be partly with us? Will it be not partly with us? I don't know. I just know that there will be uncertainty with that. So that would be my first prediction. The second one I really believe is that our industry will continue to break records around the world, North America, no matter where you are in the world, our industry will continue to thrive. Our industry will continue to break records. The third prediction I have, and I know, is that NHT will be the greatest opportunity that we have within the industry. Why? Because of what you heard today. What you heard today from this incredible leadership that we have globally, the great leadership that Joe and I have been able to surround ourselves with, the great people that we have at their hearts, not just in their head, not just in their gut, but in their heart. That is why we have got I believe, the greatest opportunity within the greatest industry for entrepreneurials to achieve their successes, their dreams, their goals, what they have for themselves and their family. We have new products that will be introduced in 22. We have new incentives, new promotions, and you already heard about some of those incentives and promotions that Maya just talked about, and in some of your local markets you've already heard about as well with the rewards program. We have also new markets that will be opening. We can go on record and say that Bolivia, Colombia will be happening. There's other markets that we're looking at that will probably happen in 22. We will have new people hitting, new leaders hitting new ranks, higher ranks, and new global ambassadors around the world in 22. So this is what I see in front of us. Those are the three biggest things. One, the uncertainty. Number two, our industry will continue to break records. And number three, we will be the greatest opportunity within the greatest industry that we have that's out there for entrepreneurs to succeed and achieving their goals and their dreams. We have the best. I believe that. But, you know, I had a conversation with my mentor and my coach a number of years ago, and I got to a point where financially I was in a very, very good place. And I asked him, Jeff, now what? And he said, Dan, number one, don't ever forget where you came from. Number two, always remain humble. And number three, as Joe had talked about, and so many of you have talked about here today, don't ever stop growing. You know, the idle mind is the devil's playground. The chains of worry are the heaviest in idle moments. And no matter where you are today in the NHT IRP, no matter what rank you're at, even if you're an ambassador, don't ever let your comfort get in the way of your calling. Don't sit at the table of success too long. Don't ever stop doing those things that got you there in the first place. And if you're looking at getting to that next rank, continue doing those things. Go back to that game plan that got you there in the first place. When you're green, you're growing. When you're ripe, you're rot. Thoughts will determine what you want. Action will determine what you get. We have got the greatest opportunity with the greatest leadership, I believe, in this industry around the world, and they're on this call. The future is yours. The future is yours for you, your organization, and your families. Take advantage of it. Gang, thanks so much for everything that you've done, not just over the past year, but the past 20 years. Love you all. I'm speaking on behalf of Joe and myself, speaking to all of you. We're looking forward to 22. We got so much in front of us. Hopefully we'll be able to connect live, but if we don't, it'll certainly be remotely. But I know we'll be live in so many of these great incentives and promotions that we've got in front of us. So, gang, thanks for the call today.